ladies and gentlemen, we got some 49ers royalty in the house. Jason Hurley of 49erscap.com is going to be joining us, and he's going to help us understand. You're going to be a smarter person and understand the 49ers cap space, financial issues, the Jimmy G deal, salary cap moving forward, all kinds of stuff. Jason Hurley, how are you, my friend?
Good, John. How are you doing tonight?
Man, I should be tired, but I think I'm still running on adrenaline. The amount of recording the past couple of days has been great. All the news with Jimmy G and the cuts, the practice squad coming through. It's been crazy. So I want to encourage everybody that is watching this show, if you have ever had a question or something perhaps you didn't understand about the salary cap, any of those things, throw those up in the chat. We got Clayton behind the scenes. He's going to be cataloging those. And as we have this conversation, I'm expecting to learn a lot. Hopefully you guys learn a lot. And before we do that, Jason, where can we find you? Where can we follow you? And where can we learn more from all the amazing content you put out?
Okay. 49erscap.com and just Twitter at 49erscap.
There we go.
Basic, simple.
It's my go-to, man. Every time a new something comes out, it's my go-to because I love the 49er-centric coverage. I think it is absolutely awesome. Now, we got to start talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. Good old James G.
Yep.
He redoes his deal to get $6.5 million base salary. Mm-hmm. And there's been a lot of conflicting reports about how much against the cap he costs, how much he doesn't cost, all of those things. So basically, the easiest question I could ask is, how much are the 49ers paying Jimmy Garoppolo cap space-wise this year? That's really all I care about. I don't care about the other money. I just care about what this costs against the 49ers cap in 2022.
It's around $14 million.
$14 million. But, okay, so I'm going to play dumb here. But isn't his base is only $6.5 million.
Yep.
So where is the other $7.5 million, if my addition's correct? I did graduate. Where's all that stuff coming from?
You've got his $500,000 per game roster bonus, which actually 15 games right now count because he was only active 15 games last year instead of the 17.
Oh, so, interesting. I didn't know that. So what they did the previous year determines the roster bonuses that count only against the cap.
Right, correct.
And this is called the likely to be earned portion of the bonus.
Yep.
Look at that.
And then you've got $5.65 million of his incentives which are counting against the cap. And they're broken down basically as $250,000 that he can get for each game that he plays, where he plays 25% of the snaps. 15 of them are counting, obviously, because he played 15 games last year. And in each of those games that he plays, he can get $100,000 for each time the team wins, which he had 9 games in which he won when he was playing. So 9 count. And then the other $1 million that counting is the playoffs, 50% playing time. I forget the one, but the other one is 50% for playing in the end for the conference title game.
Yeah, there were a lot of incentives, which is great. I think that the 49ers are probably better than almost any other team out there from an incentive standpoint. They want to get players to bet on themselves. Now, this falls under the category, Flynn asked the question, LTBE. What's that stand for us dyslexic folk?
Likely to be earned.
Likely to be earned. And that's based off of what happened last year.
Exactly.
Now, okay, so here's my question. If all of those likely to be earned incentives, like the fact that he played in 15 games last year, that means 2 games he didn't play in. That means the roster bonus for those 2 that he missed last year don't count against the cap this year?
Correct. He'll only get it if he's able to be active all 17 games. And we all know Jimmy's got the injury concerns, so it's no guarantee. Plus, they kept Brock Purdy, so you could see Purdy active if, probably will be if Jimmy's not able to go, or Trey.
Right.
So, yeah, he'll only get it if he can play all 17 games or is active all 17 games. He doesn't have to actually play but he's got to be active and in uniform.
So, okay, let's go right here, Flynn. This question right here. If, let's just say hypothetically, Jimmy Garoppolo does not play one snap for the 49ers the 2022 season, which is somewhat of a likelihood, but let's just say it does happen. Do the 49ers get cap space back?
They get it back next year as in a form of an adjustment, which I like to call a credit. It would be exactly $5.65 million if he does not play a snap.
What was that number again? Say that one more time for us, Jason. Can you throw this up to Clayton on the bottom?
It's $5.65 million.
So they'll get back another $5.65 million on 2023's cap if Jimmy Garoppolo does not play a snap. On top of what you already have, which if you do head to, which all of you guys should bookmark this site, strongly recommend, 49erscap.com, one of the easiest ones to memorize. You currently have the 49ers 2022 cap space at $6.7 million. Is that correct? Okay,
that
so
is
if
before their practice squad signings, yep.
Now, do the practice squad signings go against it because of the rule of 51? I don't want to jump too far ahead, but this is another thing that could you explain it like I've never heard what the rule of 51 is?
The top 51 rule actually will expire on September 8th at 12 a.m. Eastern time. So after that, all of the contracts will count against the cap.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, yep.
So, well, the practice squad contracts that have been agreed upon today, for example, they don't go against the actual salary cap, correct? Or do they?
They do once the season begins.
Gotcha. So, thank you for putting that on there, Clayton. Again, if you missed that, this is key. The 49ers are sitting right now at $6.7 million cap space. If Jimmy Garoppolo does not play one snap this year, they get an additional 5.65 cap space next year. That is very, very important. So, again, if you're one of those people that's like, I don't think Jimmy's going to play, they're going to trade him, whatever, then that's kind of the number that we're looking for, which is huge because remember, we got the Bosa deal and all kinds of things like that, which we'll get into there. Well, I don't want to go there just yet. Now, let me ask this question. Nate Sudfeld, who the 49ers guaranteed for $2 million, they waived him, but he got claimed. Does that mean his contract goes with him?
Yes, it should go to, I believe, the Detroit Lions.
Correct. The Lions.
So
yeah,
that $2 million should go to the Lions salary cap.
Okay, gotcha. So the 49ers will be off the hook for some, probably not all of it though, right? Or
it depends.
Depends on the contract.
It depends on the contract. If it is a full $2 million, they'll get back the $2 million.
There we go.
They won't have to pay him.
Getting a little extra there, which I kind of like to see.